Hello guys, welcome back to another TryHackMe Capture the Flag challenge. Today we will be working on another beginner level CTF challenge and its name is Chillax. So let's get started. Actually not Chillax but Chill Hack. Okay, so I have just started the machine and let's copy the IP address and it's just simply say the user flag and root flag and capture the flag and have fun. So um, this is my IP and this is the VM which we need to crack. So uh, let's start with nmap scan. Maybe before that, let's create um, a directory for this one, cd space check, and then IP is equal to this one sudo nmap. So meanwhile, this is running. Let's start with it's port 80 if some portal is there. So yes, it is a kind of game info portal, home about team news, match, blog, and contact. So since we know that 80 port service is running, so let's start the GoBuster as well. GoBuster the $IP and the common word list with HTML and PHP. If this is Apache running, yes, Apache is running. So let's do the PHP and HTML thing. HTML because um, you can see here in left bottom the pages are .html. So let's start this. Meanwhile, this is running. So let's check the port 21 is open. Anonymous is allowed, and there is a file called node.txt, and then on 22 SSH is running and 80 we know Apache. That's it. So let's start with this 20 port FTP as well. Export IP, this one, and FTP $IP and username anonymous, password blank, ls minus la, just to make sure no file is hidden. So only file present is node.txt. So let's see what is written here. Node.txt. Oh, okay. So exit and get node.txt. So Anuruddh told me there is some filtering on strings being put in the command apar. So there are two users. Let's note this down. Okay. And then in GoBuster we can see the files which are accessible: about.html, blog, contact.php, and contact.html. This contact.php is size 0, so nothing is here. Um, then index.html twice, don't know why. Uh, then news.html and then slash secret server status team.html. So this looks interesting. Uh, so I'm just quickly checking if something happens if we search here. Nothing. So this is kind of a skeleton website, and if we quickly go through from its source, so I'm just trying to locate uh, comments if any clue is there made by this guy, and that's it. Okay, so we will not get into on all the pages, and let's park this thing and start with uh, the slash, maybe let's write it here, slash secret. Okay, so this is kind of a web shell. uh, Page source, nothing is here. So ls, are you a hacker? Okay, maybe who am I? So who am I is allowed. Okay, so we got www data. So for sure this is a web shell, and maybe some kind of filtering is happening on some keywords, right? So we know who am I is allowed. So let's do one thing. um, who am I, and then semicolon, and then ls. Yes. So basically it is filtering on the first command. So if we are typing this, who am I is allowed, and then it is not checking whatever we write on the right hand side. Okay, so if we do ls, we see index.php and images, uh, maybe a folder. Okay, so let's do ls images. These are the content: feeling miserable hyphen size restricted dot gif, blue byte typing. So maybe this is the blue byte typing, and this is the hacker image. So nothing interesting here. Maybe let's, because this we are in secret folder, so let's check what is there in the folder. Maybe uh, a level above. Okay, so about.html, blog.html, contact.html, contact.php. This should be a zero size. CSS, fonts, images, index.html, JS. So far so good. News.html, preview img, maybe images, and then secret, single boy HTML, style CSS, team.html. So nothing is interesting here. So I'm just interested in PHP files. So contact.php, who am I, and then get contact.php, are you a hacker? So it is not allowing us to do a cat even after a semicolon, or maybe try removing the space. Okay, so space was there, maybe that created the issue. So the correct path is this one, and we can see the source. Okay, so the source is this. uh, don't know till what part, but you can see return p reg match. So there is a reg match written here for something. um, okay, so contact.php, let's try what is there in slash contact.php if we are able to open it. Contact. Okay, so basically the source code is there, but while browsing this, nothing is loading. So let's have a look again. If dollar underscore post, then exit. Okay, if dollar underscore post is not there, then exit. Email address verification, do not add it. Okay, so maybe slash admin at xyz dot xyz. Nothing is there. So what kind of value or ID it is looking for? So post request, no, dollar underscore post. Trim the first name, enter your name, attention, enter an email address. So what it will do, message, then configuration email, example email, address, example, then you have been contacted. Maybe all these are example. You have been contacted by first name. The configuration option, email has been sent successfully. Okay, so basically it is just accepting few details and sending an email. So maybe let's park this as of now. The contact.php page, we will come back to this, and then let's close this one. Another PHP file was uh, who am I, who am I, and then ls index.php. So this one, so this index.php is um, this page which we are on. So let's check the source of this page. So who am I semicolon cat index.php, copy, and nothing happened. Index.php. Okay. Um, the source should come, but two command prompts are visible. Let's see. Okay, so we got the blacklist keywords here. Okay, let's copy this array. So all these values are not allowed. So you can see who am I is not there, and we are able to successfully execute that. However, cat and ls is listed, but after semicolon, it is not checking. Okay, so these are the keyword which we should not use. And just one thing we can try, like let's refresh this, cancel, and let's try if, for example, um, ls is not allowed, or maybe cat is not allowed. So can we do ls with escape keyword, because this in this case pattern is not matching. No, maybe. Okay, I used different slash. This is the correct one. ls. Okay, so we can bypass this restrictions using slash keyword. So maybe we can try taking a shell. So let's start the netcat on maybe 1234 port, and then let's first write the syntax from pentest monkey. There are good examples written here. Let's pick this one. These two are good one, but below the second one is more stable, so I always try this first. So we know we can run all the commands using escape character. So rm is there, so let's use the slash to bypass the restriction, then slash tmp mfifo cat. So maybe ca is c slash at, and then bin sh, and netcat nc is also there, the first keyword, and then this is the temp f, and let's mention our IP address, and port is 1234. Let's try this one. Paste, execute, and we got a shell. Super easy. Um, let's minimize this page in the background. It is annoying. Okay, so ls images index.php id www hyphen data. Okay, so let's upgrade the shell first to Python 3 hyphen c import pty dot spawn, and then inverted comma bin slash bash, and then close everything, enter. Okay, so what we can do from here, let's try sudo -l, although this is www hyphen data, and we can see we can run using a power user a file called helpline.sh in a power directory. Okay, let's copy this one. Here we can run something like this, and before writing it down, let's check if we can get the syntax or maybe the code of this file, what is mentioned inside. So to echo, then read hyphen p, so it will accept a parameter, enter the person whom you want to talk with, and hello user, I am that person, please enter your message, and then message. This message is executed as is without any filtration, and all the error message are uh, getting truncated. Okay, so we can try running something like this. Um, not like this, but the same syntax which we are allowed to run. Okay, so enter the person who want to talk to with. Let's type Tom. Hello user, I am Tom. Enter your message. So who am I? So user is apart. So we can get a shell, or we can pivot to this user apart. Uh, let's do that. Maybe run it again, and Tom, and then bin slash bash. What happened? Okay, so we are user par, and maybe let's take a shell again. Um, so the original code was this one. Let's try if this will work again. Maybe this time with a different port, because our shell is already running. So let's run another session on 1235, and then press enter. Nothing happened. So let's check if we can run anything else. uh, I want, since we can run slash bin slash bash very easily, I want a different syntax. Let's write it here first. So bin slash bash hyphen I, um, then and slash dev slash tcp slash the IP and our IP, and then port and 0 greater than and 1. So we are not using netcat and all, since we can run bin bash. So I'm trying to take the shell back from here, but wait, so something has broken here. We cannot run the command, so let's cancel this and take this shell again. So this is kind of hit and trial. Let's, instead of typing, let's copy everything to save our time. After running this, we need this. Okay, then run the helpline, minimize and tom and slash bin slash bash id apar and the netcat, or not, reverse shell syntax using bin bash and 1235 and then type, and we got a much more stable shell. Okay, so we cannot cancel this because this shell is coming from here and this shell is coming from here, so a chain has built here. Okay, no worries. Increase the size. We know what is there in var html secret. Let's um, check everything again from shell. So images index.php we have already checked. Let's go back to a folder above ls. So all the same things, ls preview underscore img, just a jpeg file, and maybe cat in contact.php. So whatever we were looking there was the same. This is the rec match, and it is checking a dollar underscore post value which will come from somewhere. Okay, again we will keep on parking this aside and let's move ahead. Folder above, so we were on HTML. Let's see what is in files, because this www folder is the generic one and HTML is there for our website, and seems something else is also running, or maybe some old files are placed here. So ls files. Okay, so we got something interesting here. Cat account.php, maybe nano account.php. No, we cannot run nano account.php. Okay, the only option is to use cat. Okay, I'm making a mistake, sorry. cd space files and then less account.php. Select star from users, where username is equal to $un. Invalid username and password. So this is kind of login authentication page. What else? Cat hacker.php and then index.php. So there is one background image Look in the dark, you will find your answer. So this is a background image and the message is look into the dark and you will find the answer. Okay, so maybe, okay, there is one more image. Image is hacker with laptop dot jpeg, two images. Cat index dot php. So we got something here, a root credential for MySQL. Nice. So okay, and I am interested in those image files also. So these two files. So let's grab these two files. Maybe running a web server. Not this one. Let's open a tab below. Sudo, but wait, we need to run the web server here. So sudo, we know Python 3 is there, and the same syntax http dot server, and here can we run that? Yes. Okay, and run wget http. Maybe let's type wget http 10 dot 10 dot um, what is the IP? The IP is 252 and 76, and then port 8000 and slash this image. Fail to connect, connection refused. Why so? Okay, so basically we entered sudo here and the password is asking here, so we cannot run that. Okay. Okay, unfortunately we cannot grab this from here, but can we copy these files dot slash in files folder and then dot slash in www folder, and then from here HTML, and then secret folder, permission denied. Can we do it using www data user, or maybe can we do it from this shell? Maybe yes, let's try that. uh, so basically we are under secret folder. Who am I? And then ls dot slash to html folder, and then dot slash to www folder, and then files images. Okay, files slash images. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Okay, so who am I? ls dot slash html, copy, and slash images. Not this one. Dot slash then slash html and file slash images. Not html but file slash images. Yes. Okay. So Um, Maybe write this in text here first to make things easy. And this is the image file. The first one is this. Okay, let's increase the size. Okay, so the first one is this, and the second one is this. So maybe instead of doing ls, let's type copy and copy in images folder. Can we access images folder? Or let's do let's copy on the current directory. So command is executed. Let's copy this one and slash secret slash gif file not found. Okay, who am I? ls. So for sure images are not copied, so maybe the permission is not there to copy images on this directory altogether. um, so we need to find another way. Let's check the permissions of slash dot dot slash dot dot slash html folder. So everything is with root. We cannot write. We can write probably here. No, we can read and execute, not write. Let's try the images folder in HTML. So instead of copying in secret folder, so this is secret folder. A level above is in HTML folder, and under HTML there's a folder called images. So images slash. Let's try one more time. ls dot dot slash dot dot slash html slash images. Lots of images are there, and can we see our image file? um, Probably not. Okay, I'm wondering if I'm making any mistake here, but let's um, not spend much time here, and let's execute the enumeration. opt folder ls linpiece and linenum, sudo python 3 m.html http server, and here is the password. So we are running the http server, and is there anything here? We should have checked something already. Cat local.txt. So this is our user flag. I'm not opening it, and let's download the linpiece http 10 dot was our IP address. Our IP is 10.8.21.57. I'm closing this one and minimize. Go back, paste colon 8000 slash linpiece.sh. Okay, great. Let's run. Before that, what we can run using sudo minus l? We cannot run anything. It is the same thing apart. We are already inside user par. So let's run linpiece.sh. Okay, so let's start from top. So sudo version is something which can be exploited to gain the privilege escalation. Um, Next is, so I tried that, but I could not escalate the privilege. Then is this a virtual server? Yes. Some file system mounted images, some disk. So some kind of virtualization is there inside. And the processes which are running using root. So these are default ones, daemon and python 3, and then Amazon SSM agent system D, and Apache 2 is running. We don't know if this is exploitable. And then sudo commands are running using APAR, and then the last thing. So MySQL, we got the credential of MySQL, but it is running using MySQL and not root. So I wonder if we can use this password as root, but I don't think this lab is that easy and we get the root password. So this is a password of MySQL, and since MySQL is not running as root, so I'm not getting into this. This is kind of rabbit hole because ultimately we cannot impersonate the root using MySQL process in any way. But we can see the Docker is running and the user is root. So maybe this is the clue here. Okay, let's scroll down. Cron jobs, nothing interesting. Let's scroll to reds. Um, so there are some ports listening on 9001, 3306. This is MySQL, maybe 53 DNS. So what is this 9001? Okay, so since it is running only locally, we can check from this machine. Otherwise, we can create a tunnel using SSH to access this service. Okay, let's go down. So last time user login, so there is a called user root, Auric, and a par. Okay, nothing significant apart from the Docker, but we cannot, probably we cannot use Docker, otherwise it should have highlighted here that we have some access on Docker or Docker directory or something. So let's keep on checking if we find anything. These are the backup files .db, and then these are readable interesting files. Bash history, no, nothing special. And then finding the passwords and finding the password variable in the key folder. So I'm interested in the Docker part and 9001 service. So I cannot cancel this, and we need to wait for this to complete. Otherwise, we need to start the series of shells. We can exit here from the HTTP. and we need to grab those images and check. Let's write it down. So grab these images and service on port 9001 and Docker. So let's wait for this to complete. So this is completed, but I cancelled it and took the remote shell again. And you can see that you get reference in linpiece for those files as well, from which we got a clue of those images, these two images, and the password. I think we got from one of the PHP file. And let's see what is running on 9001. So wget, let's go to the home directory and let's wget, not wget but curl http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 and port 9001. So um, this is some kind of login page, and the header says customer portal. There is no title of the page, so I'm just checking the var www slash files dot index dot php, which we already checked. So you can see the customer portal and login. So basically the files which we already checked is accessible using web service running on 9001. So nothing significant. It is just only that we are interested in the files located in slash or slash www slash file slash images. So let's try to transfer it using netcat. Um, so on the receiving end, slash chillhack and then nclp and 12. I guess we are already running uh, port 1335 here. I am not quite sure, so let's try 12366 and image one dot. Um, there is one GIF file, so let's mention image one dot GIF and run this, and then go to this window and let's go back in the images directory. The path selection of path is easier here. ls minus um, w3 and then the destination is 10 dot 8 dot 50 21.57 and then 1236 and then image path, the GIF file. uh, am I making any mistake here, or this is something getting filtered out? Okay, so it took time. Okay, ls and our shell got expired. uh, Timeout, so let's add 1 hour. I don't know if time is up or not. Another record, so I believe time is up. No worries, I'm starting it again. So we got at least one file. So let's start it, and the IP will come here soon. Okay, so we got the image one. Um, let's check bin walk and um, hyphen e and image dot gif. So there is a XAR file inside this one. So binwalk slash slash dd. So this is the syntax to extract all the files, or you can mention .xar. So I usually use .star and then the file name ls cd underscore image one extracted ls. Nothing interesting. Okay, exit. Why I pressed exit? Control control shift O and ls image. So let's remove this one. So we need to wait for another image. This let's wait for server to come. rm minus r underscore image. I cannot type and talk at the same time, sorry. Okay, so let's access this GIF file. Let's see how it looks like in the image view. So chill hack and okay, so nothing in here. It is just an animated GIF file. Okay. Okay, let's wait for server to come up. The IP is already here. Let's replace the IP, and we need to take the shell once again. So we have noted pretty much everything. So we need to run this. Before that, we need to run the netcat and execute. We got a shell, then quickly upgrade the shell, then run the helpline.sh and tom and bin bash, and we are user apart, and here let's start 1235, and what else? We need to run the reverse shell again on port 1235, and we are back. So let's access the same directory ls, and we have transferred the JPEG file. Let's transfer the we have transferred the GIF file. Let's transfer the um, JPEG file. Okay, so the same syntax which we used, and then the JPEG file. There can be multiple ways to transfer the file using base64 decoding and encoding. We can transfer, or we can create a tunnel using SSH, or we have not checked the FTP directory whether we can transfer images in the FTP directory locally on the server. We don't know if this is writable, but if it is, then we can transfer the images from FTP method also. So do whatever you think is easy. Okay, so the image one dot JPEG. So I will use tag, or maybe before doing anything, let's check if there is any clue. No clue here, and let's use tag height extract -sf and image one dot JPEG. Passphrase blank backup.zip. Okay, great. So backup.gif. So we need to unzip backup.zip file, and there is a password blank. It is not accepting. So let's run zip to John and let's write the hash file, and let's use sudo john hash dot text and word list is equal to, or maybe can we try using default word list. So we have already executed this one, so how it will show word list is equal to um, I'm confused with the word list syntax. So is equal to the path word list equal to slash user slash share slash word list slash rock u dot text word list. Okay, so we cannot check like this. So sudo john show password file require hash. So this is the password. So unzip backup.zip, paste the password, and we got the source code.php. Okay, interesting. So let's copy the password, zip password, get source.code.php, and we got echo welcome Anuruddh. So we got a password here. So the password is um, written here in base64 value, and that the login mechanism says that if this password is equal to, if the supplied password, the posted password is equal to this one, then allow. And since we know that this is the correct password of user Anuruddh, so let's see what is written here. Base64 I don't know my password. That's great, but we know what is your password now. So let's go back and check what all users are there in home directory. So this is Anuruddh, so most likely the password is for user Anuruddh. So let's check the SSH Anuruddh at the rate new IP is this one, and yes, I don't know my password is the password, and we got the SSH. Great. ls source code.php. So we are already inside Anuruddh sudo slash l, and there's nothing special here. So we need to run the uh, enumeration script again. So user apar, and Okay, so our session, um, this is new session. I mean, we have reset the machine, so file is not available. I believe there was a sound problem. So basically, the machine was reset and the file is gone. So we need to download it again. Sudo slash opt and sudo python 3 http server and then um, sudo password and then wget http slash slash 10.8.21.57 um, 8000 and linpiece dot sh and sh linpiece dot sh again. So since we are in ssh mode, we can cancel the lin piece where we want. So the docker thing is pending and okay, so we forgot to check the id command and we are member of docker, so we can now focus on exploiting docker thing to escalate our privilege. Let's see, so we have already checked all the processes, vsftpd process found and apache 2 process found. Then so this is what I was talking about. War run docker.sock is writable and we can escalate our privilege. So let's copy these two lines and it is suggesting to go to this URL, paste, and I'm canceling this and closing this one because we don't need that reverse shell. So writable docker socket, so it is a long page but this section is applicable for us. Why I'm not able to select it? Okay, now it is working. Okay, copy and then paste here. So let's increase the size and so this is the first command. Let's run it. I'm not interested to check complete lin output. We know what it is in the most cases. So maybe let's cancel this out. Okay, so it is already completed. That's great. And paste. Unable to find image Ubuntu latest. So this Ubuntu file is not present. Let's type ID. Just want to show you that we are member of Docker. We should have checked this previously before running to linpiece, but that's okay. So the images are not present. So let's see what all images are there. Docker list images or Docker show images. Docker show images. Um, I know we can check the help command, but the syntax is now the syntax is correct. Docker images list or maybe Docker images. Okay, so this is the correct text Docker images. So we have Alpine and a hello world. So let's try using one of the image. I think image does not matter. It is just the command and because Docker is running using root, so we will get the bash if, whether or not specific image is present there in the system. So let's replace the image here and we are root. That's it. So this was the lab and we got the root flag. I hope you have enjoyed. So it was a quite lengthy um, lab. So first we got a clue from FTP, then we moved to a secret directory where we used a reverse shell and used the escape characters to take the reverse shell. Then we pivoted from www data to a power user, and in a power we got some MySQL clue. I don't know if we could have used this MySQL thing also. So there could be multiple ways. So you can multiple ways to escalate the privilege. So you can try other thing as well. But I don't think this would be useful, and I think this is kind of rabbit hole. And then we got a clue for other directory using linpiece. Twice in linpiece, like there is one clue mentioned at the end of linpiece analysis, which says there is a password inside the files and something.php files, and we got clue on port 9001 also in the linpiece. After getting the shell, we got the docker privilege, and then we escalated our privilege to root. So I hope you have learned and enjoyed this video. If so, please subscribe and keep watching the video. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye bye.